Playboi Carti is coming absolutely everywhere with a new massive info dump from leakers with a ton of insane information with multiple new albums allegedly on the way, more billboards around the country, and even another possible delay for the album. So let's get into absolutely everything, and a ton of you watch but are not subscribed. Leave a like and subscribe right now. It helps my channel a ton and we're pushing 50K. Okay, let's talk about this absolute bomb this Playboi Carti insider just dropped, that there are allegedly three albums on the way. Bro can't even drop one album and he expects us to believe that there are two more coming. We're cooked. All jokes aside though, this is really exciting if it's true because we actually have some info on these other albums and let's just say they sound pretty damn good. This leak does list I Am Music as the main project obviously, but the second one that was mentioned is called Baby Boy, which we have heard a little bit about in the past, little rumors, that kind of stuff. But now we have a lot more information. We are told that Baby Boy has more of a raw Carti sound, ayo pause, which I'm assuming this is going to be more of what we've been seeing lately with a lot of Carti, more spitting, less ad-libs, a little more blank in a way, kind of like Blixum and Ketamine, which sometimes sucks, but I'm excited to see what Carti possibly does with all of this, because even though the Carti that we all know and love, where there's like 10 million ad-libs, a lot going on, fucking ADHD heaven, he can make hits with no ad-libs. It's pretty clear at this point, and like the leaker said, this raw sound, pause again, could be pretty good. Now besides Baby Boy, this is the real gem right here. Apparently we are going to be getting an Opium collab album. If this is true, it's literally what everyone has been waiting for. Obviously, this is from a Discord leaker and they just love to lie all the time, if I'm being real with you guys. So take it with a grain of salt, but this is what everyone wants. Still, after all of these years, we somehow still don't have a Carti Ken Lone song. Like, that's insane. I know I'm forgetting about Homicide Gang, but I mean, Carti, Ken, and Lone is the grail that everyone wants, right? It would just be absolute peak. Something everyone really wants. That's like non-debatable. Now, just like Baby Boy, we do have a little bit more info about this collab album and the date actually, which is crazy that we're talking about dates for an Opium collab album when Carti still hasn't announced his date for his. But that's besides the point. It's meant to drop after every member in Opium drops another album, which low-key could be a little bit of time. Like I said, we still don't have any date for I Am Music yet, at least an official one. Ken isn't supposed to drop More Chaos until April 11th. Lone and Homicide Gang just dropped, so it could be a little bit of time. But this project has a lot of potential, and I honestly wouldn't want it to be rushed anyways and just be Opium slop that all just sounds the same. I want like a Great Chaos type album where it ages really well, years can go by, and the songs still sound different. And yeah, it's just good. Now, besides the absolutely massive info about Carti dropping 3 albums, there is some news about the I Am Music date, and it's actually getting delayed again for the 40th time at this point. So apparently Carti's label Interscope is worried about the March 7th date because they want Carti to go #1 first week, and they're worried that Lady Gaga, who is also dropping that week, is going to outsell him. And before you guys count Lady Gaga out and say that she won't sell more than Carti, she's coming off a song right now that is about to hit 2 billion streams in record time, and her past few albums have all sold 200 to 500K first week. Those Lady Gaga fans do not play. I think Carti with bundles, if he announces the date and the rollout is like stable, could easily crack 300 with good merch, but I don't know about 500, I'm not gonna lie. The info dump says that the rollout could be extended by an extra week, but it's still not turned in apparently. How is this album not done, you ask? Seriously, how is this shit not done yet? Well, it might be over because besides some other stuff in the info dump like Spotify paying for the billboards, which we knew, and some other stuff about their budget not being wasted on an album that's never coming out, the album is confirmed for the next 30 days, but we now find out that the album was finished. Keyword was. It was ready. But it is now apparently being changed with AI and Carti wanting to try another new sound and be experimental, I guess. Allegedly, him and Kanye are trying to change the industry with AI, and they have other artists on board with this as well, which makes sense considering that we are already allegedly seeing AI on some huge songs, so I wouldn't doubt this. Honestly, the idea of AI in music is growing on me if it could be used in a creative way, and if the song sounds good, honestly, who cares? But it does take the human out of it, and I definitely understand where people are coming from, where they say they don't like it, especially if it's just putting AI over a reference track. That's just lazy. Other little info about the album that was sprinkled in this dump was that all of the art is done, the music videos are not shot yet, and that promotions are ready for this project. The label is kind of just waiting to push the button on them. So honestly, as a lot of people are going to watch this video, hear that AI news, and immediately think everything is over, the album sounds very, very close at this point. And in my opinion, I don't even care about a rollout at this point. I just want music. And if it's good, it's good. If it's bad, it's bad. If the AI sounds like Timeless, let's be real, that song's a banger. Like, I'm okay with that. Who cares if the music is good and catchy? I know that's kind of like a hot take on my part, but I just want music that sounds good. And on top of all of that, especially someone like Carti, like, I'm not really listening to Carti for some like super in-depth thing. Like when you listen to like Kendrick, for example, like I'm listening for like the message, right? And like what's hidden between the lines. But for Carti, bro, like he's just spewing nonsense half the time. Like I'm not listening to it for the same reasons. Carti makes feel-good music, just good sounding stuff, a catchy track. And that's okay. And honestly, if the AI makes it sound good and makes it a hit, in my opinion, I don't really care. And all of this AI news actually makes sense considering we are now just finding out that All Red could be AI as well, with the ASCAP production certifications, which by the way, just to prove that these are official, these are needed to pay out royalties in the US. Future has a performance credit on All Red, meaning this song could literally be the old version of All Red, the original snippet we got, re-recorded by Future, and then AI Carti vocals over everything. So I don't know, we'll see what happens as everything unfolds. At this point, I don't think anything Carti releases will be worth the wait. No music is worth 5 years unless this is like a top 3 album of all time, which who knows, maybe it could be. But even with Utopia, I'm a huge Travis Scott fan and I don't think it was worth the wait. But that doesn't mean that it's not an amazing album like a 9 with no skips. I hope you guys get what I'm kind of trying to say here. So I have faith, I have patience, and I'm ready for this thing to drop. And I think this album has been delayed so much that it's almost losing that it's not worth the wait factor. Because no one cares about the rollout anymore. Like they just want the music. And they'll judge it when they can listen to it and not base it on the wait, which is low-key a good play by Carti's team. So honestly, I gotta give him props on that one. Comment your opinions about absolutely everything. Do you think this info dump is real? What are you most excited for? When do you think Carti is dropping anything? Leave it down below in the comment section. Let's have a conversation. I'll try to reply to everyone. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video and turn on notifs for the fastest music news. Join my Discord and follow my Twitter. Those links will be in the description and you can find great communities there. Thanks so much for watching, and on that note,